Tryouts are not until June 30th. That's a Sunday at Meador Park. But the off-season action in the Grip and Rip Baseball League is hot. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance Berger alongside GRBL founder and commissioner Tony Lewis. Tony, it is time to unveil the 6 franchise picks for GRBL Season 9. We begin with the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Manager Austin Kendrick has the number 6 pick in the 2024 GRBL Draft, and it looks like he will be giving up a 4th-round pick for his franchise man.
Yeah, the 4th-round pick that they give up and who Austin Kendrick has franchise tagged is none other than David Edwards.
David Edwards, the 3rd baseman out of Ocala, Florida, now resides in Rolla, Missouri. David Edwards hit 14 for 27. That's a .519 average in 2023. And a good defender, good hustle guy, not to mention he's a strength and conditioning coach, so might be able to help the ball club Monday through Friday as well. Let's go to the Nix of Suckers. They will have the number 5 overall pick in the draft, and they are giving up their 1st rounder. This is a big move on the part of player manager Courtney Spitz.
Yep, Courtney Spitz, this guy was electric off the mound, probably one of the best fastballs in the league. They have franchise tagged Logan Wiley.
Logan Wiley out of Kickapoo High School, then Missouri State University, played professionally in the Frontier for the Windy City Thunderbolts. And Logan Wiley, very good in 2023 despite struggling through some arm soreness. 16 innings pitched, 7 earned runs on 17 hits, 20 strikeouts to just 2 walks, and he hit 1 batter. It's a 3.94 ERA, and Logan Wiley, much like Courtney Spitz, is going to be hungry. He lost a pitching duel to Clay Murphy in a pivotal GRBL playoff semifinal that went to extra innings. So Logan Wiley back with the fish. His 2nd year in the league should be a good one. We go now to the Branson Showman. Their former franchise player Jacob Carlson is now the manager, and one of Jacob's first official acts as the manager of the Branson Showman was to franchise this guy.
Yep, and they give up their 3rd-round draft pick for this season to franchise this gentleman, and I think this is the steal of the league. It was the pitcher of the year, Tyler Abma.
So Tyler Abma, originally out of Miller, Missouri, very, very good. 32 innings in 2023. He gave up 8 earned runs, 49 strikeouts to 8 walks. It was a 2.25 ERA. He had the equivalent of a GRBL perfect game on October 1st when he retired 15 Nix of Suckers batters in a row. Abma can hit a little bit too, and he can play on the infield. So I think this was a no-brain move on the part of Jacob Carlson, but a move he had to make nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the Republic Locos. They will have the number 3 pick in the draft, and talk about an absolute steal. Fresh off an appearance in the Howard Bell Trophy Championship game, they are giving up a 7th rounder to retain the rights to this outfielder.
Yeah, and this is his 2nd franchise tag that he has received, and whenever Meza was able to do this in the 7th round, he did not waste any time doing the same thing for Season 9 of the GRBL, and that franchise tag is Trent Simpson.
Yeah, native of Waynesville, Missouri, out of Missouri Valley College, 28 years old. He was 9 for 36 a season ago, and so put it all together, he had 16 hits as a rookie, so Trent Simpson now with 25 hits. He's halfway to that elusive 50 mark, and we're expecting some big things out of Trent Simpson. I know Chris Meza and the Locos are as well. Let's go to the Moon City Mavericks. Springfield's North Side club will have the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Mr. 5-time Daniel England, a little bit salty for the way things shook out, but he did franchise his Gold Glove award-winning center fielder.
That's right. He's number 2 pick in the draft, and he also gave up his number 2 pick from last year's draft. That center fielder that Rancher you just mentioned is Joe Emery.
Joe Emery out of Truman State now resides in Springfield. He has a master's degree in kinesiology, so another one of those guys who can help the Mavericks out. Even tough guys get aches and pains in the grip and rip. So Joe Emery, 14 hits across his last 2 seasons with Moon City. And did we mention the Gold Glove and the plus rifle arm as well? Yeah, he's got it. Finally, we go to the Springfield Metropolitans, the reigning and defending world champions. Another managerial move. Brock Chaffin retires. Clay Murphy ascends the throne and inherits that roster. Are you surprised at all with the move that Clay Murphy made?
Absolutely not. And this is actually very, I don't know if there was any strategic move here, but this is a very strong position that Clay Murphy inherited by not only winning the championship, he was able to select where he wanted to draft in this year's season. And so he himself is a MVP caliber player. And when you give him this pick as well as a number 1 pick this year, I think the Springfield Mets are going to definitely be probably a preseason favorite for a 3-time champion in the GRBL. So what Clay Murphy did is he gives up his 2nd-round draft pick and outstanding outfielder Harrison Waters.
Harrison Waters back with the Bad Boys, and yes, the Springfield Metropolitans have Clay Murphy and the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Numbers for Harrison Waters go like this: 14 for 35 in 2023 with 15 runs batted in, a homer, 2 triples, 4 doubles, struck out 3 times across 10 games. Combined numbers for Waters over the past 2 seasons, 30 hits. And, I know that doesn't sound like much to people who are used to following college baseball or big league baseball, but when you're only playing 9 or 10 games per season, 30 hits across 20 games, and when you look at the extra base power he brings as well, the guy's got stick.
Absolutely, and Harrison's one of those guys, as well as other GRBLers, they take this league seriously. They work out in the offseason, he works for it, and the result, I could not be surprised by the result of what he brings to the league every year. He works for it, and Harrison gets it. That guy just absolutely mashes the ball.
So once again, just to round it all out for you, the 6 franchise players: David Edwards to the Ozark Mountain Ducks, Logan Wiley to the Nix of Suckers, the Branson Showman keep Tyler Abma, Republic Locos hang on to Trent Simpson, Joe Emery is still a Moon City Maverick, and Harrison Waters staying with those black jerseys, and the Springfield Metropolitans, who have the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Draft day, June 30th, Sunday, Meador Park in Springfield, Missouri. If you want to try out, it's theGRBL.com. Tony and I will see you there, but until then, good night from Springfield, Missouri.